you are doing well. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we will talk about the waterfall model. Let's get started. So the main contributors of this model are Royce, the author of this model, and who proposed the formal description of the waterfall model in 1970. We find also Bell and Thayer, who were the first to use the waterfall word in 1976, and Bennington, who proposed the phases of software engineering process in 1956 and came back in 1983 to advocate the idea that the waterfall model is not a rigid top-down process. So in the following, we will present the waterfall model as seen by Winston Royce. So originally, this model includes 7 activities from system requirement until operation. This kind of model is sequential, so we have to go from system requirement until operation step by step, and we have to finish the current phase to go perform the next phase. So if you want, I already recorded a video which talk about this kind of process and other kind of process. I will put you the link here and you can watch it. Another characteristic of this model is the prediction and the planification. So at the beginning of the process, we have to plan and to predict all the details of all phases, and we have to predict the generated or the final solution. Another characteristic of this model is the high number of documents that have to be writing during the process. So those documents describe the work done within each phase and facilitate the communication between team members and between team members and the customer. Now, and contrary to popular beliefs, the waterfall can be iterative. So if we have to add some change, we can do it using 2 types of iteration. The first iteration may be confined to successive steps. This kind of iterations are used when we have a limited modification, when a limited modification are required. Another type of iteration is iteration that are not confined to successive steps, and this kind of iteration is used when a major modification are required. Another characteristic of the waterfall model is the possibility to develop a prototype or a simulation model before the development of the final solution. So Royce and at the preliminary program design phase, he proposed to do the work twice. So we can at this phase use the same phases to prepare a simulation model. This model will help to avoid major risks and to eliminate the errors of which can be detected at the validation or testing phase. Another characteristic of this model is the involvement of the customer. So the customer is maybe involved in many phases of the waterfall model. So it may be involved at the software requirement phase to perform a preliminary software review. It may be involved at the program design phase to perform a critical software review, and at the validation or testing phase to do a final software acceptance review. So if we have to resume, we can say that despite the simplicity of its management, this kind of model is still heavyweight, and this due to the number of documentation that must be written at each phase. Another challenge of the waterfall model is the change management. And despite of the two types of iteration that can be used when we have to modify the process, this kind of model still not very good to update or to modify, to add modification to the process, even when we have a major change. And finally, the risk management. And despite of customer involvement, despite of prototyping, the risk still high, even if we have a complex system, and even if we have requirements which may be not clear. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you appreciate the content, don't hesitate to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next video. Thanks.